kind of like news about the commitment. Anyway, it's about a vault here in the Commonwealth. So there's that vault. It's number 81, and it stays pretty much closed all the time, right? Well, the rumor that I have heard, what's going around, people are saying there was some kind of disease outbreak. I don't really know how serious it is or whatever, but you might want to think about, avoiding it. Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 95. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment. Repeating.
Hey. How you doing, buddy?
This is Paladin Dance.
Hey, boy. Think you can find something for me? See if there's any good stuff nearby, boy.
Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment. Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 95. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment. Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 95. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment. Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 95. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment. Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 95. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment. Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 95. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment. Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 95. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment. Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 95. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment. Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 95. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment. The vault, I mean. Avoiding the vault. So much diseases, right? But I mean, the vault is right there. I guess he was pretty bad there for a while, and
Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 9-5. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment. Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 9-5. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment.
This is Ellie Perkins from Valentine's Detective Agency with a message for Nick's partner. We've got a new case and it sounds urgent. Stop by the office. I'll be waiting. Setting this to repeat.
This is an emergency broadcast. Our caravan's under attack by hostile robots and needs some serious help. We're just east of Watts Consumer Electronics. If anyone in the vicinity can come help, now's the time. Ada, loop this message.
Yes, sir.
This is an emergency...
This is Paladin Dance on frequency 9-5. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment.
This is an emergency broadcast. Our caravan's under attack by hostile robots and needs some serious help. We're just east of Watts Consumer Electronics. If anyone in the vicinity can come help, now's the time. Ada, loop this message.
Yes, sir.
This is an emergency broadcast. Our caravan's under attack by hostile robots and needs some serious help. We're just east of Watts Consumer Electronics. If anyone in the vicinity can come help, now's the time. Ada, loop this message.
Yes,
Hey.
sir.
How you doing, buddy? Hey, boy.
This is an emergency
Think you can find something for me?
broadcast.
See if there's any good stuff nearby, boy.
Caravan's under attack by hostile robots and needs some serious help.
Shut
We're just east of Watts.
up.
far too busy to talk right now. I'm the mayor, after all.
New issue of Public Occurrences. View from the vault. An outsider's perspective on the Commonwealth.
The upper stands.
Hey, see that big blimp? What's the Brotherhood of Steel? Why are they here?
Swatters, right here. Their skull bashes in the
Don't
Commonwealth.
be caught dead! Protection from Commonwealth weaponry!
Come on, Nikki. I'm just asking for your opinion. It'd be a great quote.
He's my client, Piper. Why don't you learn not to snoop on a man's private affairs?
Well, well, speak of the devil.
You're back. And not with your son. What happened?
Where do you want me to start? The part where Kellogg turned out to be working for the Institute? Or the part where he told me they have Sean?
The Institute? Oh, boy.
I'm sorry, friend. Truly. That makes things considerably more complicated.
He ain't kidding. Heck, Nick's a synth, and even he doesn't know how to get in.
No synth does. Security protocols strip those memories out.
I need to find a way.
I've been investigating these creeps for over a year now. The Commonwealth's boogeyman. Feared and hated by everyone.
True enough.
Sometimes they snatch people in the middle of the night, and sometimes they leave old synths behind to remind us that they're out there, but to this day, there's one thing nobody really knows.
Where the Institute actually is. Or how to get in.
Exactly. But there's one person who has to know, right? The guy who just handed them Sean.
Kellogg? Huh.
Whatever you're thinking, it doesn't matter. He's dead.
Yeah. Figures the Institute's only man on the outside wouldn't be the type to be taken alive.
So, a murderer and a kidnapper gets his brains blown out by an avenging parent. Huh. Be a great ending if we didn't still have the biggest mystery in the Commonwealth to solve.
He wasn't gonna talk. Even if I had a way of bringing him in alive.
Gets his brains blown out. Huh. His brains. You know, we may not need the man at all.
You're talking crazy here, Nick. Got a fault in the old subroutines?
Look, there's a place in Good Neighbor called the Memory Den. Relive the past moments in your mind as clear as the day they happened. If anyone could get a dead brain to sing, it'll be Dr. Amari, the mind behind the memories.
Who's this Dr. Amari?
I'll let her give you her life story in person. Let's stay focused. I guess we're gonna need a piece of Kellogg's brain. Enough gray matter to bring to Amari and find out if this is going to work.
Jesus, Nick. Gross. Seriously?
I know it's grisly, but what choice do we have? We got no leads, nothing. That old Merc's brain just might have all the secrets we need to know.
Actually, I think I already have something. Kellogg had this thing attached to his head.
Cybernetics, huh? We may have just won the lottery.
Whether we're riding this crazy brain train or not, we can't all go running across the Commonwealth, so who's coming with you?
I have to go to the Memory Den either way, if I'm going to introduce you to Amari. But if you want to head there together, just say so.
It's you and me, Nick.
Let's get going. Don't worry. We're gonna get your boy back. Just a few more steps.
Well, you two are out. I'm gonna do some more research. I'll be at the public if you need me.
Hey.
Juan. I'm listening. The detective's life isn't an easy one, but it rarely lacks for excitement.
Ellie?
I'm glad you're here. We got a new case while you and Nick were out. Ready to put on the detective hat?
Tell me more.
Our client is a fisherman who lives on the edge of the
Nakano? Huh. That name.
Maybe if you bothered writing things down.
Can't do that. Wouldn't want to put...
Huh. I'll remember that the next time you need me to console a hysterical client. Mr. Nakano didn't leave many details. Said he'd go over, but if you want my guess, missing person case.
I'll go check it out. Thanks, Ellie.
The Nakano residence is up in the northeast, near the coast. A small fishing house.
It's a long walk. Even good people do crazy things when they're scared. Ought to be Diamond City's motto.
Settlements of sanctuary, as
No way to pick this.
Keep away from my stall. I don't know you.
Keep calm. I'm standing still.
That's exactly what a synth would say.
Human as the day I was born.
Well, you do look human enough. But I'll be watching you. All right. We can do business, but no funny stuff.
What kind of business you running here, anyway?
We buy and sell anything and everything. The robot takes care of customers at night. Only one I...
Don't need anything today.
Probably a synth anyway.
Mentats, buff out, stim packs, jet, everything to even you out.
Thanks again for the fern. Plants like that are hard to come by. Now, you here to pick up some chems?
Solomon.
Got everything you could need. Med-X, Mentats, whatever.
Don't need anything today.
No worries.
Who needs a haircut?
Doc.
We offer a wide variety of medical treatment.
I'm gonna run some diagnostics.
I think you would look great with just a quick trim.
Read all about it, and Outsiders, you won't believe what's in the next issue. Just wait.
No one knew Earl better than these folks.
Just a minute, Yetim. I am in middle of story. So then, I am crossing river, right? Wearing nothing but a smile. When out comes the most dangerous of all sea monsters, a Mirelurk.
A Mirelurk? Come on. That's like 2 out of 10 points of danger tops. Now, if you want to talk something really deadly.
Ugh, I forgot you were there, you fiend. What is it?
You know what? Never mind. I'll handle it myself.
See this bar? I killed a man for it. No, I kid. He is dead, though. Now, let me know when you're...
Earl Sterling used to work here, right?
Poor Earl. Gone just like that. Such a good bartender. Good for you with Valentine's detective agency? Well, I hope you find out what happened. Security? Now, let me pour you a drink. Come on.
So, this your bar?
Damn straight it is. We call it Bobrov's Best. Had to...
Not today.
That's too bad.
You there. We need to have a conversation.
You got my attention.
I'm always looking for people who know how to handle themselves in dangerous situations. From what I hear, you may fit the bill.
It's hard without Gwen, but it gets
What's the job?
I don't know yet. Whatever needs to be done once my boss has had a look at you. I can assure you that it will be dangerous. And that you'll be paid fairly.
Sure, you got it.
I don't mind danger, so long as I get paid well enough.
You'll get paid the starting rate, like everybody else. If you turn out to be as useful as you claim, then we can talk about a raise. By the way, I'm Edward Deegan. You'll mostly be working for me, but you'll need to talk to my boss first. His name is Jack Cabot. Come down to Cabot House in Beacon Hill and ask to talk to Jack. I'll let him know you're coming.
Come, have a drink. I didn't buy bar to sell.
You keep that synth free at arm's length.
Hey,
You understand
what's your
me?
story? Mercenary, caravan guard?
Wrong on both tries.
I can usually spot a hired gun on the first look. Maybe you just give off an armed and dangerous vibe. Anyway, I'm just kicking back and sharing stories while I'm between things. I've been all over, seen vaults, pre-war ruins, and plenty of monsters.
You've been to a vault?
Yeah. Ever heard of Vault 81? They're standoffish, but every once in a while, they'll let new people in.
So you explore old ruins?
Last place I was going to check out was Salem. Real old town far to the north. Never made it, though. Got a bad feeling about that area.
Let's hear your best monster story.
I'm from Diamond City. You want to talk something really scary? It's the Institute and their synths. Don't go to University Point. Trust me. You don't want to know what they're capable of.
See you around, Hawthorne.
Later.
God, even the sky isn't safe. Did you see that blimp thing? The Brotherhood of Steel? Who are they? Hey, Nick.
Hey. You want me to take a look at that terminal? You just say the word. Always had a way with machines.
Heads up.
What's the plan?
Nat King Cole, Nick. Is this the best?
Nick.
Go ahead.
Your thoughts?
We should head over to the Nakano residence when we can. Find out what their case is about.
How are we doing, Nick?
I've been thinking about that myself. I suppose we're okay. I feel like we could be doing more for folks out here, but otherwise, we're all right.
That was all I had.
All right.
Nick Valentine is back in town.
Yes.
You sure you're not part synth? Of course, I guess you wouldn't know, would you?
Oh, a customer. Need a room?
Did you know Earl Sterling?
One of my brother's old friends. Oh boy. The way those two would...
Uh-huh.
Earl was a horrible womanizer, and I warned him more than once to leave the staff. Honestly, kinda glad he's gone. Wouldn't shut up about the new face he was... Anyway, did you want a room?
I don't think so.
Suit yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Miss,
Hi there. You can order drinks and food here or at the bar.
did you work with Earl Sterling at all?
Don't get me involved in any of that.
Mhm.
Anyway, I can take your order whenever.
Who owns this bar?
The Bobrov brothers picked this place up a few years ago.
Sure.
Vadim Bobrov is the loud one, Yefim Bobrov is the quiet one, and I'm the one that...
Not right now.
Fine, fine.
Start in here. Why don't you check out the living room? Must be some hint where that boy ran off to. You know, for all the talk, I'd put the chances of this being an Institute snatch job somewhere between 0 and none. Just think about it. Earl Sterling, local assistant bartender? Why not nab the bartender himself? Lord knows Vadim samples his own wares enough that some weird... anyone bat an eyelash. Nothing over here. And Earl had lousy people skills. Might score the Institute some points in the last person you'd ever suspect category. But why not snatch someone with charm? Someone who could get you what you want. Earl could barely...
Hey,
Where
Valentine.
does that leave us? No known enemies. Wasn't much for the great outdoors, so likely not raiders or mutants. Something up?
Your thoughts?
Should we get a move on?
That's all for now.
Sure. Hello. Hey, come here. I think I found something. A receipt from the Mega Surgery Center, huh? I wonder what the...
Hey, Doc.
This better be an emergency.
Do you know anything about this receipt?
Let me see. This is Dr. Crocker's deplorable handwriting, all right. Looks like Earl Sterling was one of his patients. The procedure noted here is mundane. Low-risk cosmetic work. Dr. Crocker never performed it, however. Said Earl vanished before he paid. Now, I must insist we talk about your medical needs.
Where is Doc Crocker?
Last time I saw him, he had to get something out of the surgery cellar. Probably just had to wash some needles or move some storage around. Now, let's get back to talking about your medical needs.
I need to get into the cellar, Doctor.
What does this look like? A public outhouse? You know what? Don't answer. Why on earth would I let you down there?
I'm investigating a missing person, Doctor. I think the trail leads to your basement.
A missing person? In our basement? The only thing you'll find down there is cold stone and medical waste. So unless you have something pressing, I have other matters to attend to.
Look, I need to get down there. Now, are you gonna help me or not?
No. There's no need for that. You want to visit a basement? Fine. Here. Just don't touch anything. Please.
Where'd all this blood come from? It goes right into the basement.
Oh, Earl. You've really been a handful, you know. But I think we're just about done. Our little mistake is finally going to be corrected. Oh, naughty. You're not supposed to be down here, but that's okay. I can fix that. I can fix anything.
What did you do to Earl Sterling, Doctor?
What did I do? I didn't do anything. It was Earl. It was Earl who didn't want to be happy. Good patients get a nice, new face. Bad patients bleed all over the floor because they want to screw up their surgeon's life!
So you were performing surgery, and Earl didn't make it. Is that it?
I, might have had just a bit of jet before operating. So I nipped a few arteries I shouldn't have. Who hasn't? But I'm a problem solver, you see. I knew if Earl disappeared, everyone would just think the Institute took him.
Why would people think the Institute took Earl Sterling?
That's what they do. That's what they've always done. As long as there's no body, everyone just assumes. And that's why Earl's body needs to go away.
So that's what you were doing? Cutting Earl's body up?
You can't just get rid of 200 pounds of cadaver without attracting attention. Fortunately, the butcher shop is close by. If their trash pile just happens to have an extra box of rotten meat every week, who would think to look too closely?
You really think you can get away with this?
Get away with this? Don't you know who I am? I'm Doc Crocker. Doc Crocker never does anything wrong. And once this is all over, no one will have any reason to question that.
You've killed a man, Doctor. You're going to pay for it. Put the gun down and come with me.
And let's not do anything rash.
I did it, didn't I? I killed a man. Oh God. There's so much blood. So much blood all over me. I can fix anything.
What's going on here? Is that Dr. Crocker? I think you owe me an explanation. What happened here?
Take a look around for yourself. You'll figure it out.
That's Earl Sterling's body, isn't it? Somewhere in the back of my mind, I knew he had gone through with the surgery. So, Earl didn't just vanish. The procedure went badly, and Dr. Crocker was just trying to cover it up.
What are you gonna do now, Doctor?
Now, I have a report to file, a mess to clean up, and a lot of explanations to give to our patients. You should get going. A medical professional should be the one to handle all this contamination.
Doc.
I'll be informing Diamond City Security about what happened here. Everyone will know what Dr. Crocker did to Earl.
Hey, toss anything you can't haul my way.
Looks like it'll be a closed casket funeral.
Can't blame ourselves. That man decided to die.
Everyone in this city's always jumping in shadow. Chill out,
Guess we ought to give her the news.
Ms. Perkins.
So, you two find out where Earl Sterling ran off to?
Why was I looking for Earl Sterling again?
Well, to help the folks down at the dugout inn get some closure about their friend, for one. That, plus a pile of caps when it's all said and done.
Earl never went anywhere. Doc Crocker killed him during a botched surgery.
Crocker killed Earl? Gone as long as he was, I figured maybe Raiders or the Institute, but Crocker? Where's the doc now? Rotting in a cell, I hope.
Crocker killed himself. He couldn't take the guilt.
Goodness. I'm sorry you two had to go through that. Here, take this. Sounds like you earned it. I'll send word along. Let everyone down at the dugout inn know what happened. Shame it couldn't be better news. Thanks again for closing this one out.
Hi there.
I want to be left alone.
Heads up.
I'm all ears.
See if he had anything worth taking.
Worth it.
So what's your story? Looking to trade? Rob me? Or just ask directions to Diamond City?
Diamond City? Where's that?
Directions.
Right.
You'll find the...
Mm-hmm. Hey, Carla.
Need to pick something up? Road's pretty long from here.
What kind of stuff do you have?
Just a bit of everything. Got plenty to sell if...
Not looking to buy right now.
What a waste.
I'd like to trade some items.
Sure.
Sorry, I wouldn't be very good company right now.
you getting along? Just fine. It's nice to finally settle down after spending so much time moving around. Oh yeah? You spent a little time on the run when you were young. No. Well, elderly.
Seems to be growing well. I need to assign someone to this. Look alive.
Do something for you?
some, news. Well, more of a rumor, really. But that's kind of like news, without the commitment. Anyway, it's about a vault here in the Commonwealth. So there's that vault.
Huh?
I just want to trade a few things.
Okay.
Well, they're better now. If you put it out. I don't know, have an intervention. Or, I guess, you could write a song about it.
Awful lot of rats around. Get out of here.
Got a dangerous look about you. Hope you ain't here for me.
I just want to trade a few things.
Sure thing.
Seems to be growing well.
The day you die. Something out
Silver Shroud fans, I got an urgent mission. If you're a true fan, stop by the Memory Den and to talk to Ken Conley. The Silver Shroud needs you.
Galaxy News Radio. When evil walks the streets of Boston, one man lurks in the shadows, shielding the innocent, judging the guilty. That guardian is the Silver Shroud. Today's episode, a slaying in Scully Square.
Where did you get to? Don't move.
Down this alley.
Well, well, well. Looks like someone got lost on the wrong side of the tracks.
Sided in tracks. I'm just meeting a friend. Or perhaps I'll just call him. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Not so fast, fancy pants. You won't.
What will become of us?
This is an emergency broadcast. Our caravan's under attack by hostile robots and needs some serious help. We're just east of Watts Consumer Electronics. If anyone in the vicinity can come help, now's the time. Ada, loop this message.
Yes, sir.
This is an emergency broadcast. Our caravan's under attack by hostile robots and needs some serious help.